Hey, what's up? My name is Rob Dad. Today we're going to get you set for it all, so make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Now let's talk about happiness and why you possibly might not be happy with yourself. For one reason, it probably has to do with money. If you're really in such of a slump and you don't know what to do about it, you might find this video to be useful. Now what I'm going to say to you is completely based on my own experience, and it doesn't necessarily mean it applies to you or you have to follow it. Because if you aren't happy with yourself, you may think it might be a health reason or a mental health issue, when in reality it has to do with money. Now all you have to do is realize that the capitalistic world is a device that has been devised to make you a millionaire if you are the right candidate with the right resources. If you have enough resources, you'll be able to achieve these goals. Now if you don't have any of these goals, or you don't have any of these resources, you'll have to figure out how to do that. A good example of how this is possible, or how these people do that, is by being in the right place at the right time and having the military to provide for protection of resources. For example, there is the presence of many countries in well-developed zones throughout the world and the earth that have an abundance of resources that will give them the necessary device to sell to politicians and other countries and give them the position of power to sell resources. Now this could be oil, crude, marble, minerals, anything else that you might find useful. Now what you need to do is figure out what your resource is. How are you going to find out what your resource is? Well, it has been more difficult to do that recently because the United States of America no longer wants to have Chinese products. You could easily have a good amount of Chinese products to be your resource, but you can't do that anymore because the United States has put sanctions on China. And you can obviously buy from different countries and produce your resources from there, or you can have a necessary job that will give you the foundation to what you might call an interest and dividend technique, where you create enough situations about what you need to do to have yourself do it in the stock market. You put money into the stock market, you trade, you continue to work, and you continue to invest, and that way you'll be able to achieve happiness. Now a lot of places, a lot of different cities in the world offer different experiences for what might be happiness, or what should be considered the norm as happiness. But you can easily achieve this if you have enough money, and the only way to do that is to get in the right mindset. Now let's say you're going to a coffee shop, and the coffee shop has this really ominous vibe where they're really negative, and they're like, oh man, the customers are going to come in here and they're going to it up and they're going to mess up all the tables and I have to clean it. Well, that's like most of the coffee shops. But if you go to a coffee shop that's really cool, like hey, you could come over here, you sit down and have some coffee, you have a biscuit or something, and mess up the tables, I'll clean it up for you, and you just get on your way, just have a great day. That would be a nice system, or a nice business that's pretty small, but it is enough to create some profit that will give you happiness, that you have some sort of money. Now some people say a lot of rich people are not happy. I find that to be quite ridiculous, because what are you going to do without money? You're going to be a homeless person. I mean, you could be happy without anything and constantly working in the society and economy that you'll be able to produce your happiness, but you won't be able to do anything regardless without money. Now money is this device that has been introduced to us back before the United States of America was founded or discovered by the settlers and pilgrims. So it's fortunate that we have this ideology that we're able to share with you. We're able to share with you and take from you, so that you understand that this idea of money and concepts of money has been produced before you were entitled to such constitutions, which has given you rights to intellectual property that might associate yourself with success. Compared to the success and was successful in your history, and it didn't make you happy because of it. In the modern world, our most up-to-date method of happiness is what we currently all do: work hard. Now if you work hard, then you must have something to do, and it must make you happy or it must make you sad. But most of the time, people are upset about what they have to do because they don't like working, they don't want to work. Me, for example, I don't like working, so I decided to take myself into a direction where I would not work and completely have myself confounded by the truth that I'll be able to produce money such that you understand that I don't like to work. In this whole mindset, you'll be able to produce enough situations where you're able to mock, manipulate, and take control of the economy and have them do anything that has to do with your resource so that you make money. You get what I'm trying to say about this? Basically, you just need enough money so that you're happy enough, but you need more of it so that you can purchase these luxurious items. So a lot of people say you don't need that much money in life. Well, in reality, you need a lot of money. We're going to see how you take that whole situation and do that whole situation yourself, and see how you take about the perspective of how needing a lot more money and luxurious items is required. And we're gonna make sure that you achieve it if you follow and subscribe to this channel. So if you like this video, hit the like and subscribe and follow for more.